Good evening, Soldierboy here. I said last time that I would have a chance for the Nations Cup tonight, and here we are. I'm not going to have a chance to do Manufacturers Cup tomorrow night as I'm working nights. This is my last evening off. If you've watched previous videos, Nations Cup for me, I tried to do British only cars. Does leave me with some tough choices. I think I know the car I'm going to use. Having already looked at the cars, the TVR, it's no good, they don't do a Group 4 car. McLaren do a Group 4. It's the McLaren 650S. But I actually have the stats for another car currently, the Aston Martin, and the Aston Martin's quicker with max speed. It's 0.5 down on acceleration, but is better in all the other stats. So I think I don't really have a choice. It'd be nice to drive a McLaren, but I don't think it's the right car for this. And Jaguar, they have the Jaguar F-Type. It's the same max speed. Jaguar's acceleration is 0.1 less, braking is 0.1 less, cornering is 0.1 less, and stability is 0.1 more. So I'm going to stick with the Aston Martin Vantage. That's my kind of thinking. I have watched a stream already of the race itself to see how he got on, and he had, as he'll say himself, a nightmare. Adventure Racing is the name of the channel. It's worth having a look if you're into GTSport, to be honest. So yeah, we've got the Aston Martin Vantage on loan due to the Manufacturers Cup and us using Aston Martin in that, where if you saw the last video we had an amazing result. The Nations Cup last time round wasn't so good. We currently have 4 points. Before we go on to the Nations Cup, the race is at 20 to 10, so I've got a little bit of time. I want to do some practice laps, mainly because the track itself I know, but I know it the other way round. I'd normally, due to going back to work tomorrow, I would normally have a daily race video, 1, 2 or 3 of them, or one combining all races. The reason I haven't this week is because I don't enjoy any of the daily races this week. I gave them a go. I tried them yesterday when they first started, and I hated them. I don't know what it was. Both the one make ones I just weren't happy with. The Toyota GR Super R2, I just slid around too much in it. Peugeot 206 GTI was just slow, long lap, and a bumper car fest. And Race C, yeah, I play this for fun, and if I'm not enjoying it, then I don't bother. And yeah, normally I would at least have one video of one of the races. I just didn't enjoy any of them, so I'm hoping next week I'll enjoy them a bit more. But I'm probably going to be working extra overnight, so I may not be able to do daily races next week. I'm not sure at this point. I'm waiting to find out. And looking ahead, I won't be able to do Saturday's Nations Cup, but I should be able to do Tuesday, so I'm going to probably miss one. And if I'm correct in thinking, only your best round of the first 4 count points wise, and our best so far is 4 points. We're hoping to obviously get better than that this time round, but yeah, missing one won't matter, and it's a shame because it's the Group 2 cars, so it would be really nice. But yeah, I'm working nights Saturday night, so I'm not going to be able to take part. Tuesday night I should be able to, although I haven't looked ahead at what cars I've got for the M100. And this one is saying a Hurricane Group 4. around 5, so that would be interesting, but I believe I'm working that one. But yeah, Manufacturers Cup, we'll have a quick look at that before we go and do some practice laps. Schedule for this, I got 9 points for my second place, amazing result. Not going to be able to do tomorrow night, I'm not going to be able to do Saturday, and I'm pretty sure I can't do Wednesday or Saturday. I'm going to struggle to do another round, I think, of manufacturers, which is a shame. Speaking of the Nations Cup, I did some looking into it earlier. We'll do some free practice. My best lap currently is rubbish. It's a 147 with the Veyron. But obviously we're going to use the Vantage. Yeah, I'm personally from Suffolk, so I live, and I am 14th highest scorer in Suffolk, which with 4 points isn't saying a lot, and especially since I think it's only 17 people in Suffolk. But it's better than nothing, and I'll take it. So currently the 14th best driver in the Nations Cup in Suffolk. Yeah. I'll take every little thing I can get. So 147.5 is my best. I watched the YouTuber earlier who has said Adventure Racing, and he was doing 138s, 39s. I think the best times is a 135, so we know we're a little bit off the pace. And like I said, I know the track, but just not this way round, and it's a little bit odd. Obviously tyres are going to come into it. We're going to be mediums for practice at this point. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. It's an interesting race. I think it's going to be a bit argy-bargy in places. Especially while I'm back down to D class again. I'm close to C. The manufacturers win helped massively, but then my daily races didn't. Too much speed, I think. Yeah, and there's me spinning off. Got to judge the speed better, I think, there. Yeah, didn't even think about the corner there, to be fair. I've got engine trouble. I'm assuming it'll fix itself. Or do I just restart at this point? I was hoping to have some chance to practice today and I didn't, to be fair. Alright, we're just going to restart since the car's got bad damage. Like I said, we've got a bit of time. We've got a little bit of time before the race starts. Watching the other guy race earlier, he was having some issues with the corners. He was on paddles on a wheel, which obviously is easier in terms of going down the gears to keep your speed better. I don't have that advantage playing automatic on a gamepad. I just can't get used to doing gears on a gamepad. I keep thinking of the underpad paddles at some point. I don't know, maybe one day. At this point, I don't feel it's right. Maybe one day I'll have a wheel, but I just can't justify it. And at the same time, the space is another issue. But we'll see. So the 135s are the top times. I'm probably still too quick through here. Now probably too slow. Traction control's on 0. Just got to find the right lines. Once I get those, I'll be alright. But yeah, we'll do a couple of sighting laps and then we'll try and get more speed. Having watched a couple of races, I kind of know roughly what my strategy is going to be. I'm on the wrong side of the track for this corner. I'm looking to do mediums 10 laps, depending on how fuel lasts. Then mediums and then hards for 8, but it will depend on fuel. Right, I'm better than what I have been, but I know where my issues lie. I'm going too slow on some of the corners. So I know my issues, it's now fixing them. So 146 is rubbish. And obviously qualifying with other people on track is going to be harder. Taking too much speed into there. No, but damage. This isn't going to be helpful. Slide around the corner. Yeah. But I hope that damage fixes itself or some other issues. Taking speed off without changing gear yourself is difficult. That's the thing, and that's where a wheel is better at this point. But there's things we can do, feathering the throttle for a start. Watching the guy, he had issues with that corner, especially if he hit the curbs. You've got to be careful with the curb on that one. Obviously, as always, I get one shot of this. It's a one race take all kind of thing. Car's fixed. I'm slow on that lap, but obviously we spun and crashed everything else. Just keep an eye on the time, because as I say, we need to join the race. Probably a bit late in the throttle there. I know I can get that time down. That's how far down, considering I know what I need to be doing. We're going to brake here. We're going to feather the throttle. We can probably go quicker through there, but I'm just trying to get my eye in. We know this corner's an issue. Probably didn't need to brake there. And could have been a lot earlier on acceleration there. That's what practice laps do help. You can get your eye in, you can know where to improve. I'm going to smash my PB now. It's not fast enough, but I'm better. So we're kind of getting there. We can go a little bit wide there, it's not going to lose you too much time. Some 7 seconds of the best times in the world. Controlled the speed better through there. Just about controlling the speed through the corners. And not trying to be too fast when you don't need to be. Yeah, getting a good lap in qualifying is going to be interesting. The other cars battling for position, especially with some of the tight corners. What we want to get, normally I'd say slipstream would be good, but then I think with this, I think you just need clear air. I think would be more of an advantage. So we're getting better. Braking later for this corner. See if it makes much of a difference. Obviously this is medium, it's going to be different on hards, which will be a different story. Cutting the corner nicely. Didn't take enough speed off there. Very wide on the exit. All 41.9 currently best. I still think we can go a little bit quicker. Braking a bit later for the corner. Right, I think we'll probably take that corner a lot quicker. I thought how much traction control on zero I have. It's my lights down on. I wonder what it was. So a little bit slower than we have done. So I'm going to brake a little bit earlier again for the first. I think that's probably the quickest line rather than going too deep. Trying to get on the power quickly. And I think this bit is all about speed. It's what speed you can carry through. I roughly know what other cars are going to be driving. Most people are going to be the Venom again and stuff like that. So it's going to be a case of I don't know what the tyre wear is going to be with this. Obviously, manufacturer's cup, we did really well for tyre wear, and fuel seemed okay, but I don't know what it's going to be like on this track with a lot of the corners we're going to have to deal with. So I'm not 100% sure how we're going to do in comparison to others. But then we are lower rated, so I'm hoping they're not all going to go for the same car. And that is the problem with trying to go all British, is sometimes I'm not going to have the best car. Well, a lot of the time I'm not going to have the best car. I'm going to improve my time slightly. Just trying to control the skid there. We need to enter about 25.2, I think it's normally about 15 minutes before. I messed this lap up at the start by just nearly spinning, so I'm just trying to test the limits of a few things. See if I can go quicker. My time is still currently rubbish. But, considering watching other people race and stuff and their laps, even the people he was against, I think a 1:37 was the fastest lap of the race. We're obviously a lower class. I would like to think a 1:40, but I could be completely wrong, to be honest. They could be just as fast. Yeah, tried to go on the accelerator far too quickly there. Which didn't really work for me. I've massively messed this lap up. That's alright. Just testing the limits again, see what we can do. Right, I do have to brake for that corner. There's no way I can go in hot. See, I always feel I'm taking that corner too slow, but then I think I don't have much choice. That's going to be the place where people try and take unnecessary risks, I think. Is that hairpin? I think that's where you're going to find the most issues with other cars. People try and overtake when there's no point and they're just being idiots. Massively too slow through there. A little bit quicker through there. Probably right on the limit of corner cutting penalty there. Yeah, I think this will be the big point where people get penalties. And that's going to be the big place to stay away from with other cars and try and stay clean away from other people, I think. We run off into that gravel, I can see that being an issue as well. We're not going to set a new quickest lap, we're going to be slower, but that's okay. Bit quicker than that first corner. It's tiny made up there, but then I think that's going to be a slow corner with other cars anyway. Yeah, too much. Gotta take more off. This is why it's good to practice. You can see your limits. Obviously this is all on medium, so it will change a lot on hards. Let's turn in later. Try to keep a tighter line turning there. 5 more minutes and we can register for race. Still not beating my best lap. Braked very early there. Slow out the corner again. See if we can make up some time now. And that would be a no, probably. No. It's going to be a race of not taking too many risks, I think. Trying to play it smart. Know your limits. And, yeah, I think, because I think the track is slightly wet as well, which doesn't help. Okay, we're going to come out. Let's see if we can register. Might be too early to register, we shall see. What a daily bonus anyway. So my best lap, I had none of my fastest sectors. That's saying something, isn't it? That's shocking. My average is a 144. Alright, let's see if we can enter the race at least. We can enter. Alright. So all English Nations Cup. There we go. So our 141 is our best time. We know we could probably go a little bit quicker. I could probably do a 140 if I actually put everything together properly. But qualifying isn't just a case of what you can do anyway. Because there's other people around you. You have to be aware of them and what they're doing. So it's not just going to be down to what we can do. It's also staying out of trouble. So no traction control, brake balance is to the front, that's fine. This car isn't slip slidey or anything like that, it's quite a solid car, stability is good. If we can get a few more practice laps in, we know what our record is. I'm going to get it down before qualifying ideally. Just because I don't think that's going to be good enough for qualifying. How come it's suddenly got a bit more light now? That's a bit weird. I wasn't expecting it to suddenly get light. It does seem that way. Turn the lights off, we don't need them. Nice and tidy around there. Yeah, the car is quite stable, solid. I like the car. As we said, in the Manufacturers' Cup we did well with it, with second place. Admittedly we were fourth in the race, but because of people not changing tyres. It's going to be interesting to see if people actually read the race description this time. Messed up really, went very deep into the first. I don't think this would be beat my best lap. Well, it might, I don't know, we're going to be close. Yeah, it did. And I went very deep into that corner. And then that might be the better line. It's quite a long race, this one as well. Messed that up. I don't want to be sliding around so much in the race because that is going to affect my tyres and how long they last. Like I say, we're starting on mediums. I'm going to try braking late again for this corner up here. It does seem a bit weird by retaking it. I don't want to be sliding so much, admittedly, on my tyres, but that's the quickest line. Three more minutes. We can probably get one more lap in, can't we? Let's see if we can make it a good lap. Like I say, it's a different story whenever people are trying to qualify with you. The mistake people make with these corners is trying to take them too quickly, I think. And that'll be a mistake for a lot of people. Same with this corner. Don't want to be taking it too quickly. And the danger point, I think, will be here. Well, we're going to be in the 140s. 140, 1.09. Just out. Okay. So we've got our time down massively. So our best time is a 140, 1.09, which I think puts me. So all bar one is the 4C, and Pardon me, 6 seconds away, just under. Which isn't too bad. There's nothing I can really change, I don't think, on here. We're qualified on the mediums anyway. You've only got to use the medium or the hards. I can't mess with anything else. So it's going to be an interesting race, I believe. So yeah, the live stream tonight, all I'm just doing the Nations Cup. Like I say, I would do some of the daily races, but I'm just not enjoying them. And if I'm not enjoying it, there's no point. I don't have to do videos, I do it because I enjoy them. So for me, if I'm not enjoying it, I just won't do it. But here we go, preparing to match. Qualifying will be interesting. I think that's going to be a free-for-all. It's going to be interesting what the time will be. Target time. Like I say, watching other people race. 1:35 was the fastest, but like a couple of races at 1:37, which we could be in with people doing the same. So it's actually a decent range of cars, more than I was expecting, to be fair. Obviously D-rated, safety rating S, hopefully that means something. Few with points, one at the top there with a Hurricane, he's got 25 points. Some with no points. It's going to be interesting. There's another V8 Vantage there. So yeah, because we're lower down, people do tend to use different cars. So where obviously a top 10 is always the aim. My top 10 is always my aim. Start doing mediums, cool. We'll go with some warm up. But yeah, top 10 would be what I'd like. Whether we manage it, I don't know. Like I say, I haven't watched a couple of races. I have thought about strategy, and you never start on hards. You never start on the hardest tyre. It's ridiculous. You're just going to be bogged down and slow, and people are going to be trying to get past you constantly. You're just defending left, right and centre. So we'll start on mediums, and I'm aiming for about 10 laps. But the thing that's going to matter is fuel. So we're going to have to keep an eye on fuel and how much we're using. That's going to be the big thing. And if I am sliding a little bit, but that is me under braking, to be fair. If my tyres go sooner, I could be in a bit of trouble, because I don't want to be on the hards for too long. And yeah, finishing on the hardest tyre also isn't ideal, but I think I don't want to start on them. And you can't. Doing a 2-stop isn't a good strategy unless you have to with the fuel. So that's the warm-up complete. On to qualifying. If we can get a decent qualifying position, that will help massively. Five minutes, so you're looking at 2 laps. Come on. There's one person, there's a couple of people on hards by the looks of it for qualifying. That's an interesting choice. Don't know why you'd qualify on hards. Mainly because you can change your tyre before you start the race. So I don't know why you would qualify on hards. Okay, no penalties in qualifying, that's always a plus, because that way messed up that bit, that's okay. Because this is just the out lap. There's a dirty air and under slipstream, I didn't brake enough or early enough. That's something to be aware of come the race. And there as well. Yeah, this isn't going well so far. Letting him go past, I don't want to get in his way. Also, I know this will be the bottleneck, and I kind of want. I do want slipstream for qualifying, but at the same time, I also want clean air. I want no one around me due to some of the dodgy areas that I think is going to cause issues. So I want that 41 was my best in practice. And to going at it there. Trying to get space. I wanted to keep it wide there, and I wasn't able to. And now we're not going to have the speed coming out for my first lap. That's annoying. I had nowhere to go, and I'm not going to have the speed for this first lap, and I've messed up the first corner as well, which is not helpful. So this first lap is probably going to be a bust, but it will get another lap in. Those cars behind me. So this will be a banker lap at least. 145 possibly would be a decent banker lap, I think. I don't think it'd be good enough for anything decent on the qualification table, but this time we should have more speed coming onto the straight. Having led off a little bit there. We're going to start the lap quicker, so that's something. And we're going to set a 143. Very late on acceleration there. That's not a good start to the lap. Just over 2.5 seconds behind the fastest lap so far. Trying to keep the speed up on this bit. And we've got slipstream, which will help a little bit. But then it's also dirty air, which I don't really want. Currently in 10th. Kind of want to get away from this car now, because we're going to go into the fast section. I don't want him messing this lap up. This could be a decent lap at this point. He's going to go on the inside, which is kind of what I didn't want, because he's now in my way. Brake heavier than I wanted to. I don't know if this is as good as the first lap. If he hadn't tried to go past me there, I think this would have been a better lap. I don't know. It's going to be close. There's a yellow flag ahead. Currently down in 12th. No, that was a worse lap. That didn't help him overtaking us. If he hadn't pushed past, I think that would have been a faster lap. annoyingly. So currently down in 13th. Don't know how far down we're going to go. 14th now. The Hurricane's quite high up as well. A 140.4 was the best time. I was nowhere near. So if I'd done matched my personal best in qualifying, I would have probably been about 5th. And that last lap could have been it. But this is the thing, qualifying with other people, this is what can happen to you. You know, they try and push past, that causes you issues. Knock down another one, there we go. We're going to qualify in 15th place. So I don't think it's too bad. I would have liked to have been higher. But that's okay. So just to confirm, we're starting on the mediums. Roughly 10 laps. Is my thinking. Yeah, I'm not too unhappy with that. Spanish guy in 20th, he must have had a nightmare. But yeah, 141.009, my best. Well, actually, it put me 3rd. And I think that last lap could have done it. But these things happen. I don't, obviously, some of them could be Cyan and Hards, which would give us an advantage from the offset, but I think most people will be on mediums to start. It would make sense to be on mediums. There's only me and one other British driver in this race. Representing our country there. But yeah, I know I could have been quicker. That's the most annoying thing I think with that, is I should have been a lot quicker. But these things happen. What can you do? Here we are, round 2 of the Nations Cup. So the 4 points is my aim. Going to add on a few points. So I'm further at the table in the Suffolk table rather than 14th. We shall see. So let's go through the cars now. Let's do the grid walk. So Renault Sport. That's one of the cars of choice I've seen. The 4C tops the charts and the fastest cars. The Lamborghini Huracan. I do like that car. I use that car a lot. Nissan GTR. Renault Sport again. It's a nice livery though. Another GTR. Mitsubishi Lancer Evo. Plain. Another GTR. We're going to see what numbers on the side, because the theory is a McLaren, so consider the McLaren. The number on the side is where they expect you to finish, Alfa Romeo, and driver rating goes up if you finish above that, so it'd be interesting what our number is. Another Huracan. Audi TT. I've not really driven the Audis, I should really give them a go I think. Lamborghini again. There's a couple of Lamborghinis, they're fast in a straight line. Porsche. And then it'd be us. We're number 7, so it's expecting us to finish 7th or above for driver rating. Wow. Toyota. BMW. That's the only BMW in this. Mercedes-Benz. It's just going to depend on fuel consumption, I think. There's the other Aston Martin, 19th. And the Dodge Viper. And here we are, Nations Cup, round 2, 15th place start. At least it's a good start, that does help things. A lot of wheel spin off the line there. This first corner is going to be nasty because it is a very slow corner. A lot of pushing from behind there. Trying to stay out of trouble. We're up to 9th. We're going to have to brake early because of the slipstream, which does put us in danger from behind. There we go. Oh, I'm losing the car. Yeah, not a good start. Lost the car there under braking. My own fault. That was a poor. I had a really good start and then messed it up. Car me inside, just trying to give him some room there. He didn't seem to care though. Chicane now. We're down at 18th. It's okay. We can get this back. I'm not too worried at this point in the first lap. We knew there was going to be issues. People serve penalties and things. Yeah, we had a good start up to 9th as well. A couple of cars off now, another couple of penalties there. Ah, we're going to get hit from the side. Oh, well, and we've got damage to the front. Hoping it doesn't affect us too badly. And it fixes itself. We're going to cross the line of the first lap, lean to the right a lot. In 16th. We kind of need a damage to fix itself, that will cause me issues. Car goes off there. So we're going to look, I'm here. No, doesn't seem to care. And again he doesn't seem to care. He is all over the place. He did not seem to care that we were there. One car's already left the race. We're up to 15, yeah, back to 15th. Which is where we started. This is why I wasn't too fussed about dropping down too early on. My car's fixed itself, that does help. Cars are getting caught here. Yeah, we know there's positions to be made up. We're up to 13th now. The leader's probably not getting away too much either. Launching a little bit there. That's okay. And we are for the fast section. This is when it can get a bit ugly as well in this corner. Everyone trying to get their line. We're up to 13th now. So not a bad lap from us. I'll probably brake a little bit earlier than some for this corner. Car gets in all sorts of trouble there. And then can we get past 11th as well? We can. We're up to 11th now. We're doing okay. I do need to check on fuel a little bit, but I want some clear air before I even think about that. Braking a little bit early for the corner. Just going to keep our speed under control. We did a 1:45 last lap, which is a very good lap for us. 9th and 10th are battling as well, which will help. Probably too much on the brakes there, but that's okay. We are getting away from the car behind. So the number on us is 7, so expect us to finish 7th or above, which is doable. probably a little bit deep into that corner, so we don't have the exit we wanted there. But while these two are battling, I'm just in the slipstream as well. It's never a bad thing. And one's gone off. 5.8 laps of fuel. So my thinking of... Yeah, I'm about right, to be fair. Fuel-wise, my thinking. Lap 10, it might be before that, if it's 5.8. We'll have another look in a minute and see where we're at. Up to 10th now, as that car had a nightmare. We've gone a little bit wide there. Held it together nicely, just. Got 2 seconds on the car behind. The car's got a penalty ahead of us as well. Messing up that corner though. It's not going to do us any favours. And the car behind us has caught back up due to our mistakes. But yeah, the car ahead's got a penalty. I've gone very, very wide in the corner. That's going to allow the car to take our place. So back down to 11th. That's okay. We'll have the slipstream at least. We're straight behind him now. Probably a little bit late on the acceleration. We will have the slipstream coming into the straight. I don't think we'll be close enough to move, but another car's caught us back up, so we're now down to 12th. We're still doing okay. We started in 15th, we're in 12th. Only 5 laps in. Probably braked a little bit too early. 10th takes up very wide though and has to hit the other car to make it around the corner. I don't mind them too fine, it does help us in the long run. Going to try and take him in the corner. We probably outbraked ourselves there, and he forced us wide by defending the line. It's all fair, but at least he knew we was there. I like that. He actually knew we were there. Car's gone off ahead of us, I think. There's a yellow flag. Yeah, one's gone off, so we're going to take a position there up to 11th. We've got slipstream as well. He's moved to the right to defend the right. Braked very early, and then there's a car off ahead of us as well. So up to 9th now, but we know he's on our tail. I do need to check fuel because this is lap 6. We are up to 9th place, so we're doing okay. We're some way off the leader, but I was never expecting to win, so that's not a bad thing. Just doing our own race. Took that very deep there. just under halfway with fuel and we've done 6 laps. So I think we're okay. 3.2 laps remaining, it's reckons. I don't think we're going to get to the magic 10. That's the other thing with not having gears, is we can't shift early to save fuel. So that's saying 2.9, we just set our fastest lap of the race. And we're now up to 8th. We've gone very deep there though. We've kind of messed these corners up as well, we're normally quicker through there. The car behind us is now going to be coming up to us. Just got to keep an eye on the fuel for a minute. I've messed the corner up, which hasn't helped me. So we've lost a position there because of that. We've got a bit of time to the car behind, but he's going to be catching us very quickly now because of that. And he's right on our tail now. So we're back down to 9th, that was my mistake. Trying to look on the fuel. So we're down to 10th now. We've got 2.4 laps. I just want to see if I can make this lap. So it's whether I put on lap 9 or not is going to be the question. So you're going to know we're here. It's going to stop us turning. No, it's okay. He's got a bit wayward though after hitting the corner. So we're taking 9th back again. 2.1. So yeah, so end of lap 9. I think will be our pit, and even then I think that's going to be close fuel wise. Yeah, I think we're looking at end of lap. So I don't know if I need to do it this lap. I've messed up the corner. I'm too busy trying to think about fuel. I shouldn't be. Thing is, I need to get to lap 9, otherwise I've not even got halfway through the race. Hit the barrier again. There you go. Just stop thinking about fuel at this point. I wonder whether I should... I'm just going to try and save fuel for this lap. I just want to get to 9th lap. I'm down to 10th. I've messed up a few times in this lap, which doesn't help things. Car behind is gaining as well. I need to get one more lap to get halfway. Having a break there just to keep on track wasn't good. 1 lap of fuel left. Might go for fuel save a little bit more, I think. On this lap. Just to make it round, because I've still got another 9 laps to go. About halfway through the lap I can then turn that back up, I reckon. That's my thinking. Never really had to fuel save in races very often. Today I am. So I'm 3 seconds off the car ahead of me, but I've got a couple of seconds in the car behind. We are pitting on this lap for hard tyres. Nine's made a mistake. I think they've gone very deep into the corner. Right, we're going to turn the fuel back up now. So one car's already pitting. Person first, by the looks of it. They're pitting in, and they got 8 left. 23 left. The car in third. So they actually dealt... my own fault. I'm looking at who's pitting in. I deserve a penalty for that, admittedly. That was my own fault. Where is he? I think he's got the penalty. I can only apologise, that was poor by me. Right, we're pitting in now for the hard tyres, which is obviously the slower tyre, which is not ideal, and we also need to refuel. So we need 9 laps of fuel. I think it's going to require fuel saving towards the end, which isn't ideal. It's either I'll fuel save early on and try and get in excess. Yeah, I don't really know what's the best play. How much is that going to do? 8.7. See, that's not really enough to finish the race. Well, it's 9 laps, literally just 9. I'm going to gain a place immediately as 12 didn't take the corner. Right, we're on hards. I'm hoping I picked hards. I can't remember if I did or not. That's not helpful. Cold tyres as well. That's something to think about straight away. Hoping I picked hards at this point, otherwise I've just screwed my race up massively. And I'm being swamped by cars. These are probably still all on mediums as well. So they're all going to be a bit faster, but they all also have to pit in theory. Try not to touch the German there. We'll try and take his slipstream though. Although if he's on mediums, I'm expecting him to get away from me. He doesn't seem to be at the minute. The risk to cutting that corner is it does make your car very unstable, and I pushed it a little bit too far there. I knew I'd probably pushed the limit. You know when you're right on the limit when you actually hit the curb with your back wheels and you bounce. I didn't bounce, I thought I may have done it. Done a penalty though. We're still in 11th, a couple of cars have pitted. We do need, we're down to 12th. We do need to keep an eye on fuel still. 7.8 though. 7 laps to go. I think I have got an exit. It's going to be close, I know that. It's going to be very close fuel wise. Punt from behind there. That wasn't brilliant. He doesn't seem to care, does he? I think he did come off worse though than me. I would normally have radar on, but I've just got to keep an eye on the fuel so much now. And it's a different car driving in hards. Mediums is lovely in this, it's stable. I made a few mistakes trying to keep an eye on the fuel and things, but the car was lovely. And hards, this car is not nice. And he's just, we got a penalty for him slamming us off. What a surprise. That's the only problem with this penalty system. When we get slammed off, we get a penalty. So we're down to 13th, 2 places up on our start position of 15th. So we're still doing okay, but we're on the hardest tyre. This is going to be difficult to get many more places up now. And I've really got to get used to a car on the hards that is nowhere near as good as it is on the softs. Grip is horrendous for this. Kind of hoping people ahead of us still need a pit, that will help us. Taking the second penalty. Got a little bit of a gap to the car behind. We are losing time to the car ahead and the car behind is gaining. Not ideal at this point. 6 laps to go. Car in 12th, the one who forced us off has crashed, but we've been overtaken as well. I massively cut the corner. If I don't get a penalty, I'll be very surprised. We didn't, which I'm very surprised by. We're still in 13th, but yeah, the guy who forced us off, he crashed. I suppose a little bit of karma. Now we're chasing down 12th place. Thing is, if they started on hards and now on mediums, we don't have a chance of catching them. That is the bottom of the tyres in this race. We've got a little bit of gap to the car behind now at least. That should hopefully help us a little bit. Oh, I've cut the corner. I'm going to get a penalty for that. Fully expect a penalty for that corner. I didn't get it. I'm very surprised. I knew I'd done it when I did it. It was obvious what I'd done. Car ahead's got a penalty though. That will only bring us a little bit back towards them. I don't think we'll catch them at the minute. I did notice while watching another stream of this race that people were pitting like a lap to go. So there is that chance that some people still haven't pitted. Then fuel wise, I don't know how they managed to make the fuel last that long. We've got 5 laps to go. I've got 5.7. It's going to be close. We need some good laps if we're going to get top 10, which is going to be close. We need to get 12. We need to hope other people still need to pit. But we just need to keep it consistent at this point. Our lap times aren't brilliant since we swapped on the hards. Would like them to be a bit better. I don't think I thought there'd be a bit more dirtiness, especially with this corner there, the hairpin. I thought there'd be a little bit more penalties than there has been, so that's good that people have raced cleanly. Remember at the start of the race the number on the side of the car was 7, which means for driver rating we need to finish above 7. As it stands, I don't think it's going to happen. And since on the hard tyres, it's only going to get harder at this point. Yeah, so I do like this car, the Aston Martin Vantage. But on hard tyres, it is horrible. Medium tyres really nice. I haven't really used the softs because this race doesn't have you using softs. But it was hazard a guess on softs. It is actually quite nice as well. It's just on hards. This car is horrible to drive. But all English challenge from the Nations Cup. This is the car I chose out of the ones I had a choice of. I'm glad I chose it. It's a lovely car. May not necessarily be the fastest car on the grid, but then even with the fastest car I probably wouldn't win. But it's representing Great Britain, so I feel like you have to use a British car, otherwise you're not really representing your country. And I do know that everyone can do that. Some countries obviously won't have cars, but you've got to do what you can to represent your country at this point. So we're still trying to chase 12, but he is getting away from us slightly. I think I'm bringing it down there, but slightly, is it just going up? It's going to be close. I'm hoping he needs to pit or make some mistakes. That's the thing, it's all about mistakes. So I can keep it clean. It's on him to make a mistake then. At least I've done everything I can. Got a little bit of a gap to the car behind us, which we just need to keep and maintain. There's a car pitting ahead of us. He's done really well to have fuel last that long. So it says we've gained a place, but all depends on the pit exit where he comes out. I've messed the corner up. I've gone very deep. We did gain a place, but he will now be on us. He'll be on fresher tyres, but obviously they're slow because of the hards. And I messed that first corner up, shouldn't help. Talking about trying to be consistent, and here he is. We've got a little bit of a nudge there, which doesn't help. We're about to get swamped by cars. Yeah, there we go. Back down to 14th. I can't completely blame the nudge, it didn't help, but it wasn't the cause of it. My tyres are kind of all over the place at this point. Yeah, the nudge didn't help me. And my tyres are dirty at this point, so I've got to try and get them back. This is going to be a proper race now if we're going to get anything out of this. We're now in 16th, although 14th now is a penalty, that will help. I've lost track of who's pitted and who hasn't as well, which isn't going to help. It's going very slow. Why are you going so slow? It seems silly. We started in 15th and we're currently in 15th, so that's not too bad. I think this was the guy that forced us off earlier, and he's trying to do the same thing again by the looks of that. It's not helpful. Three laps to go. I should get these cars. Oh, I didn't judge the corner. That was horrendous from me. My tyres are going to be horrendous now as well. I've damaged the front of the car. Tried to take the corner really tightly and just massively misjudged it. Any chance of a decent position I think is now gone. Dirty tyres as well now. I just got greedy. I thought I'll cut the corner as tight as I can, catch the cars back up, and yeah, just didn't play it right. Dirty tyres are not good for cornering. So we're currently in 17th, which is last in this race. 3 people have quit the race. I still don't understand why people quit. It's queued to get in a race. You can generally get points in most positions. Why quit? Just see it through. Anything can happen. Like me having a nightmare at this point. So a recap on the race so far. I've done really badly. Nations Cup does not seem to be my friend. I seem to do better in the Manufacturers Cup, which is strange because I use this car. There's people ahead still pitting. We're not going to be close enough to gain anything out of that, I don't think. Poor of me. Right, we're going to have to save a little bit of fuel, I think. 1.92 laps. Definitely going to have to save some fuel. We'll see where we're at. Not that it matters. I don't think we're going to catch anyone at this point unless people haven't pitted. We may gain positions then, but then I can't see he would have survived the fuel. So in theory, there should be no penalties for lack of changed tyres, unless they just refueled and that was it. Has been known to happen. But with the increase in penalty, I think it'd be a bit stupid to do so. We're 7 seconds behind the car ahead of us now. My own fault, my own mistakes, admittedly. So this will be worse than the position I did the last Nations Cup race in the karts. I think I still get like 2 points. I got 4 in the last race. If you manage to watch the last live stream or call it later on, you'll see the Nations Cup karts, me, not friends. There's a yellow flag ahead of us. Someone's had a nightmare. And there we go, there's 16th there. There is a chance of taking a position back. We may not finish last. Well, we won't finish last because 3 cars that quit are going to finish last. I'm just put the fuel saving up a little bit more. We've got a chance. We can catch 16th. It's a moral victory. Oh no, we've gained. Don't count that yet. He's refueling, I think. No, he's out there. He's just ahead of us. Him ghosting out. I wonder if he's had 2 stops because of fuel, possibly. Right, it's a 3-way battle not to finish last now. That's a moral victory at this point. I am fuel saving, but come on. Oh, and there's me losing the moral battle, the moral victory there. Yeah, not too wide on the corner. Caught the back end on the grass. Unless them 2 fight and have an accident. I could probably turn the fuel back up now. I don't think it's going to matter too much. It's a shame, because I start nights tomorrow night, I'm not going to do the Manufacturers' Cup. Where I finished 2nd last race. It'd be nice to have been able to carry on that and see if I could do it again. Yeah. I knew the British Challenge for Nations Cup would be hard, but then even with a different car, my driving let me down. I think I had an issues with one guy forcing us off, but other than that, the rest of it's my fault. No one else to blame but myself. But these things happen. This is the downside, only having 1 shot at this rather than several. I get 1 race to do my best. We're going to cross the line. And people haven't changed the tyres. How could they not? We're going to actually finish 15th, which is exactly where we started. And we're going to gain 7 points. That's ridiculous. I don't understand why people haven't changed tyres. I'm going to have a proper look at this. I didn't think that I'd get 15th. I started in 15th, I've finished 15th. I'm never going to say no to that. It's not going to tell. They had penalties, but it's not going to tell me. It's going to be lack of tyre changes, surely, to gain the 2 places there. Although that says he didn't have a penalty. So how did I don't know. We gained 2 positions, and I don't understand how, but we did. We'll take it. It must be lack of changing tyres. 141 was the best lap was a 139.4. Our best lap was a 42.3. So nowhere near our best in practice. But then we messed. It was better than our qualifying time. We gained 7 points. That's our top score now in the Nations Cup, and it's your best race result in the first 4 races goes forward, and 7 points will now be our best race result. Yeah, I'm happier than I thought I would be come the end of this race, admittedly. So I hope you enjoyed watching the race. Have a look at some of my other videos if you get a chance to, and thank you for watching. As at the start, I won't be able to do the Nations Manufacturers Cup tomorrow, or the Nations Cup or the Manufacturers Cup on Saturday due to me working nights. I'm hoping to do next Tuesday's Nations Cup, hopefully. And there won't be any daily races this week because I think they're all rubbish and don't enjoy them. But hopefully there will be some next week. That's the plan anyway. Anyway, thank you for watching. Bye bye.